Hiya, my name is Emma. I'm 34, and for International Epilepsy Day, I'm going to chat to you about my experience of living with epilepsy. So, I've had epilepsy my entire life, but it wasn't actually diagnosed until I was 17. I was sitting my leaving cert and ended up in Beaumont, where I was diagnosed with complex partial seizures. Now, I actually ended up sitting the entire leaving cert in bed in Beaumont Hospital. So I suppose on one hand, I was delighted to have received a diagnosis, but on the other hand, I didn't get the points I needed. So I suppose the next year then was spent trialing different medications. I was back and forth to consultants looking how to get these seizures under control. And I was also repeating my leaving cert too. So unfortunately, it took a lot of severe reactions to the medications I was trialing on, and they diagnosed me with a thing called refractory epilepsy. So this is where they don't think medication alone may be suitable for you to control your seizures, or you may not be compatible with medication to control your seizures. So it was getting closer to the leaving cert take 2, and I took a seizure called status epilepticus. So this is a pretty dangerous seizure, and they can be quite dangerous. So when I took that seizure, the doctors then made a decision to perform brain surgery on me the following week. So that was a bit scary, thinking you're going to be doing your leaving cert and instead you're getting a different kind of thing done then the next week. So I had a temporal lobectomy and a hippocampectomy performed the week later, and it went really well actually. I recovered very, very well from it, and quite quickly too. And for the next few months, I suppose I was getting my life back on track. Became seizure-free. I was loving life. And then, unfortunately, the seizures did come back again. So when they came back tenfold then, in my opinion. They came back really strong and really frequent then. And I had to give up a lot of things. I had to give up working, school, all my hobbies. I had to give up singing, which I absolutely love. Singing is just my be all and end all, and I was just devastated to have to give that up. But let's be honest, performing on stage and having active seizures don't typically go together hand in hand, so that went on the back burner for a while. So Professor Delante and his team in Beaumont Hospital were just legends, and they worked so hard with my family and me in trying to get me seizure free, and there was one medication left that I hadn't tried. So I started taking that in August 2008, and I'm delighted to say that 12 years later I'm still seizure free. By some stroke of luck, it just reacted really, really well with me, and I'm still seizure free now to this day. So becoming seizure free has just completely changed my life. I'm a different person now. I have the confidence to do things on my own now. I work full time. I've done exams in work and trained up in that way. So I've taken my career a different route. I didn't go to college, but sure, look, you have to take your life a different route sometimes, don't you? And I went back singing, and I regained the confidence to perform again, and I became a member of the Dublin Gospel Choir, where I've been a soloist actually for the last 11 years. And I also became a vocalist in the Celebration Singers. So they're a vocal group that perform with the RTE Concert Orchestra, and we do sellout shows in the National Concert Hall. And like, if you had told me you will be back singing, I would never have believed it, let alone singing in such brilliant venues. Like, sure, I'm over the moon now. It's just incredible. So, and then the best of all, I recently became a mammy. So I never thought with my medication, with having so many seizures, that would have even been possible. And to any women watching this that may be worried or having any sort of worries of anything in that sort of situation, Sinead Murphy, the specialist nurse with Epilepsy Ireland, she's a specialist nurse for all maternity services. She's absolutely fantastic. She's a wealth of knowledge, and if you contacted her, I'm sure she'd point you in the right direction for whatever you need to know. So I can't thank her enough as well for all her help throughout my pregnancy. And for anybody watching this video, if you're in the situation that I was in 12 years ago, I guess I'm recording this video to say that there can be light at the end of your tunnel too, that I never thought having up to 40 seizures a week that I would be here today now, singing on stage in the National Concert Hall, having a baby, and able to record this video and remember what I was even talking about. So please do just keep the faith, and hopefully you can be seizure free soon too. Thanks for listening.